today I'm going to talk about wave building activity, how to do wave building, what are the principles of wave building, how we can do wave building in election, what are the basic principles on which the wave building is done, and wave building at what level, and when we have to start wave building, how to start wave building, what are the basic principles which are required, basic things which are required to do wave building. As the name suggests, wave building means we have to develop wave in favor of a particular candidate, or wave in favor of a particular party, or wave in favor of particular issue. So basically, the wave building is on three bases, either on the basis of candidate, or on the basis of party, or on the basis of issue. So first of all, you have to find out on which base you want to develop the wave. Suppose, for example, and each kind of wave has different principles, different equipment or things are required, and different ways to do wave building for each and every level. So, suppose, for example, if you want to build wave building at the candidate level, then what you have to do? You have to highlight the salient feature of the candidate. You have to highlight the good trait of the candidate, and you have to hide the bad things about the candidate, about his or her family background, about his or his school college life, about his or business, which are least important. And even if some gray areas are there, even if some issues are there which are related to their family, their personal life, you have to hide them under the carpet, and you have to develop wave building around his or her personality, around his or her positive traits, and try to highlight those traits which you want that public should see about them. For example, sometime there is a family which is a very noble family, who is doing very noble cause, social work, did very good social work in the constituency. Then we have to highlight those social work done by their family members, their forefathers, what the work did by them, and why that work has changed the life of these people in that constituency, or people at large. And suppose if they were devotees of particular devotee of particular religion, or particular god or goddess, then you have to highlight what they did for that particular god or goddess, or for that religion. Suppose if they donated something, some land for building the temple or mosque or something else, then you have to highlight those things. Suppose if they have any society or any trust which was working for the upliftment of society or upliftment of particular category, try to highlight those things, what their society has done, what their thing has done, and how that thing has benefited the people at large, or people of that constituency. On the other hand, suppose if you want to develop wave building on the basis of particular party or ideology, then you have to highlight the salient feature of that party or salient feature of that ideology. What are the things why we should support that party, why we should support that ideology, what the things the party is going to do, even if they are not in power, or even if they come in power in after 10 years, 15 years, what's their agenda, what's their line of working, how they are going to change the life of the common people, what are the major issues the party or the that group is taking care of, and how what are the solutions, what are the probable solutions of that problem which the public is facing. And if that party come into the power, if that party wins, then presently what that party is going to deliver, you have to highlight those things. And suppose a wave building at party level, but again a leader is there, then you have to highlight the salient feature of that leader, why we should elect that leader, why should we elect the leader of that particular party. So you have to highlight the salient feature of party, as well as the candidate, as well as a leader, so that the people will vote for that leader. Even if local candidate is not that much capable, sometimes we have seen that public vote for a particular leader of that party or the particular ideology, because they think that their vote is directly going to that leader, not to the candidate who is representing in that constituency. Suppose if you have to develop wave building on the basis of particular issue, then you have to know in detail what are the problems public is facing related to that issue, what are the probable solutions, how you are going to help them. Suppose if you win the election, then what you are going to do, how you are going to resolve this issue. And as we know in politics, if issue is resolved, if your issue is wiped out, then your politics will be wiped out. So you have to raise the issue which is long lasting, which has different branches, different categories, so that even if one problem is resolved, then other multiple related problems are there related to that issue. And you can highlight those things also. You can highlight that how deep rooted this problem is, and what are the basic cause of this problem, and what are the reasons, what are the solutions, probable solutions, and why you have chosen or your party has chosen that issue. and public at large, what public is saying about that issue, why this issue you think is a serious issue, and how you're going to resolve this issue once you come into the power, or your party come into the power, or the candidate wins the election. So on different level you have to do different thing. And when at each and every level, even if you want to do way building at candidate level or party level or issue level, you have to develop separate teams. There are different kind of teams which are required to do way building, and parallelly way building team will also associate with shadow campaigning team. So there is a team which is doing promotion which is open, but there is again a team which is doing promotion under the carpet, which is called shadow campaigning team. So wave building team will have to develop a coordination with shadow campaigning team at each and every level. And shadow campaigning team further has different members at different level up to the booth level. Booth is the smallest unit of a particular election. So up to the booth level, the shadow campaigning team has a coordination with wave building team, so that the wave should reach to up to the booth, because booth is the smallest unit and we have to win each and every booth if we really want to win the election. So how we have to develop the coordination, what are the team required in shadow campaigning, why this campaign is called shadow campaigning, you have to learn all these things so that you can develop wave building easily. Without shadow campaigning team, it will be very difficult to develop wave. And even if you develop the wave, if your cadre is not strong, if your karyakarta is not strong, if your booth team is not strong, then you can't win the election. As there is a famous saying, if a wind is blowing in high speed and you take a tube of a tire and try to keep in air will not blow into the tube. What you need, why the air is not blowing, entering into the tube? Because you require a pump, and the pump is karyakarta. Even if you develop the wave, that wave is useless if your karyakarta are not strong, if your cadre is not strong, if your cadre is not ready to convert this wave into vote. So you have to learn the art, how to convert wave into vote, what are the things required for the karyakartas, for the cadre to convert this wave into vote at each and every booth. So identify the booth, identify the issue, identify the karyakartas who is going to help you to convert wave into vote. Try to develop the team who is going to do shadow campaigning in coordination with wave building team. Wave building at each and every level, whether at party level or candidate level or issue based, or on all level. If you want to do wave building, you have to make separate team at each and every level.